Okay, so today you're going to start at the top of the mat, feet hips width distance apart, a little soft bend behind your knees. Bring your hands to your hips for a second. Wing the elbows back so the shoulders draw down the back, and just find neutral with your neck and just close your eyes for a few moments. Just close your eyes. I know they don't look good though. There's something happening. I don't know. Close your eyes and just feel. You're going to feel a little wavy, a little insecure. Just breathe. Start to connect to an Ujjayi breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. And just feel the energy moving through your body, and just start to scan the body this morning and start to feel where your energy level is. Blink your eyes open. Open up your arms like this so the palms face open. So you're broadening the shoulders and the collarbones spreading. A little soft bend behind your knees. Inhale the breath, look up with your eyes and start to just lean back a little bit and just breathe. It's a very subtle movement, a subtle back bend. Good, a little bit more weight back, but feel the padded part of your feet press down. Breathe the collarbone and the chest open. Integrate your hands, spread your palms super wide. Good, clasp the hands behind the back and keep a little arch of the upper spine. So you're leading with the upper collarbone in your chest. A little bend behind your knees, so just keep the softness. Breathe the upper shoulder blades open, stay. Rather than just jutting the neck back, just keep the neck nice and neutral and long. Good, pull the torso up, unravel your hands, and standing on your left leg, just kind of bend your right leg in half. Now, arms go back, same action. Just bend the leg like you're butt kicking yourself. That's it. Now, I want you to reach back, but don't touch your foot. You're going to reach back towards the back edge of the mat. And at the same time, fire up your right thigh, soften behind your left knee, stay very upright, broaden the collarbone, create a back bend here. Fan the right heel, like flex the right foot strong, 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 and fan the calf towards the butt cheek, squeeze, like there's like a ball there. Hold. Keep the breath flowing and just sustain. And if you fall, you try again. It's early in the practice, just playing with our balance. Keep squeezing, squeeze a little more. Pull the torso up, cross the right ankle over that left thigh, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And as you come down, I want you to come down and draw the elbows down and place your hands down onto the block in front and just pause here. So you're taking this very early ankle to knee, flex the foot super strong and use the block. Steer the hips back and flex as you breathe through both hips. The weight is in the standing left heel. Lead with your chest. Yeah, look forward a little with your eyes. Fix your eyes on one spot. Notice maybe you're all over the place here. Hands come to your hips at the same time. Press to stand, lower the right foot down, hips width distance. Pause. Integrate your arms. So your arms go open and you create this energy here. The chest pulls back, a little bend behind the right knee. You're gonna butt kick. You're gonna kick your left heel, flex the foot strong, 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 like you're going to press the block, like there's a block, invisible block between your calf and your butt cheek. Good. Create a little back bend, really integrate and hold. So you're softening behind the right knee and you're just kind of melding yourself open as you integrate that left thigh back. Press stronger through the standing right leg. Squeeze a little more. Another big breath in. Pull the torso up, cross the ankle over the knee. Good. Sweep the arms up for a moment. Drop your seat, start to lower, lower, lower. Come all the way down, and then the hands come down to the blocks and pause. Flex the left foot strong around the outer part of your right tricep if you can. Steer the weight into the standing right heel. Move the hips back and then see if you can lead a little with your chest. Yeah, perfect. Quiet your mind if you're bouncing around the room, even though we're not in a room, we're outside. Bouncing around your space, your closet, your balcony, your patio, wherever you are. Hands to your hips at the same time, press to stand, lower the left foot. Broaden the chest. One more time. Open up, collarbone, look up with your eyes. Sweep the arms out and up, look up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips to prepare you, or hands to your shins. Exhale, fold again. Root to rise, come all the way up. We'll soften a little behind your knees as you do it. Drag your hands to prayer at heart, drop your arms. Arms reach up, integrate breath and movement. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Exhale, fold again. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer at heart, drop your arms. Arms reach up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let the head go. Come to the fingertips to prepare 2 giant steps back to the back edge of the mat, plank position. You're in a plank right here. Stack your body so your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists are all neatly and nicely in one line. Always know that you could drop your knees to create support. Lead with your chest, aiming a little bit to take the round out of your back. There you go. That just changed the pose. Spread your hands wide and draw a lot of attention to your thumb, your index finger. Lengthen your tailbone more. Good. So leading with your chest right here, fix your eyes on one spot, press the hands firm into the mat, into the ground. Hug the right knee in plank. You could always lift your hips up a little higher if this is too aggressive this early. Good. Scoop out the belly. Slide the right foot back, plank. So you're going to try and do it without moving your hips too much. Left knee in. Left leg back, plank. Right knee in. Outer arms rip, grip in. Right foot back, slow enough that you can feel. Left knee in. Left leg back. Right knee in, slow. Right foot back. Left knee in. Left leg back, plank. Lead with your chest, broaden the collarbone, look forward a little with your eyes, hips up and back dog. Take a moment here to settle into your first downward facing dog. Yeah, take up a lot of space on your mat this morning. Feel your hands grip into the floor, bend a little behind your knees. Let your head, your neck, everything just go. Fix your eyes on one spot that's not moving. Breathe your hips way off your shoulders. Yes, the movement of your shoulders is away from your ears, just reminding you. Good, roll forward to plank position. Yeah. Lead with your chest. Bend your elbows in half or support with your knees down if you're not into this. Less is more, re-straighten your arms to a plank. Do it again, chaturanga, push up a little bit, halfway, knees down, anything goes, plank position. Draw your waist up. Chaturanga, push up. Plank position. Chaturanga, push up. You can curse out loud. Yeah, the earplugs won't pick up on it. Plank position, they're cursing here. Chaturanga, push up. Upward facing baby cobra, anything goes here. As far as the little baby back bend. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. From your downward facing dog, slide your right foot forward into a low lunge. Come to your fingertips, drop the back knee on an angle. If this isn't comfortable for you, just keep your leg engaged. Sweep your arms out and up. Reach up with your fingertips. I always suggest the back knee on an angle so you get the psoas release. Good, hands come down to frame your front foot. Activate your back left knee, fire up your arms, and using your core strength, slide back to dog. Oh, it just pulled off the little yoga socks for doing that. Yes, from your down dog, land your left foot forward. This is just working on hip flexion. Come to your fingertips. If it's comfortable, drop the back knee on an angle, sweep the arms up. So you're gonna breathe into every movement that we do here. Bring your chest a little forward. Hands come down. Engage the back leg. So you gotta kind of engage the core. Slide back to dog. Right foot lands, building some momentum, back knee drops, sweep the arms up. Hands come down, activate the back leg in one motion, dog. Left foot forward, back knee down, come on up, supported lunge. Hands come down, activate the back legs. You gotta kind of press to step back. One more time each side, right foot lands, back knee drops, building momentum. Hands come down. Fire up to step back to dog, and then land your left foot forward, drop the back knee, come on up. Hands come down, and integrate here, step to dog. Roll forward plank. Yeah, bend your elbows in half or support with the knees down. Drag yourself through up dog, pause in up dog if you're there. Anchor through the tops of the feet. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Remind yourself you can always have your knees bent in downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. You can step, you can float, you can walk, you can crawl. Just get there safe. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer at heart, drop your arms. Here we go, arms sweep up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine, prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. Upward facing pulls you through, or baby cobra you can skip to. Hips up and back, downward facing. Look where you want to go. Step or float your feet to the top. You're going to get nailed by one of those. Long spine, you have to come wearing your bike helmet. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. I'm going to go into the garage to get some hockey equipment. Drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Arms reach up. Dive over bent knees. Never thought doing yoga was dangerous. Long spine, prepare. Step or float through your version of vinyasa. Upward facing, make it smooth, no jerky movements. Take your time. Hips up and back, downward facing. Press down through your hands. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Get there lightly and efficiently. Long spine, weight is forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer at heart. Drop your arms. Here we go. Keep going. Arms reach up. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare you. Step or float or crawl. Upward facing. Hips up and back, downward facing. Smooth movements. We're going to do one more. Press strong through your hands. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Get there light. Long spine. Keep that weight forward. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. You don't even need the sweatshirt. Arms reach up. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your version of a vinyasa that feels effective. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're going to move a little different in here, out here today. So you're going to step your right foot forward into a low lunge and pause. This time you're not dropping your back knee, of course, unless you need to, okay? The left hand's going to tent and the right arm's going to peel open. So if you know you need a block, just keep it close by so you could use it. The first time we move through, we'll do it a little slower, and then we'll try and build a little pep. Grip the right hip underneath you. Stack the two shoulders the best that you can. Now, for some of us, it doesn't work so great. Integrate your back left leg so you're high on the ball of your back foot as you breathe into this easy twist. Look to the floor, right hand comes down. So you're going to frame out your front foot, keep the right foot where it is, turn the back foot on an angle, don't go anywhere. Intersect your front foot with your back left arch. So you're setting your feet and your legs up for warrior two, but you're going to rest your right arm on the top of your right thigh, just like this. Nance, this is actually a great flow for you because it's really building from the ground. The left arm extends straight up. Now, if your shoulder is all a little gluey, you just stay with this. If you can wrap your arm up and forward, you go for it. Everything in steps and stages, don't get ahead of yourself. Grip your right hip, the outer right hip, under. Turn your bottom ribs and really use the angle of your back left foot to press. Get heavy in your front thigh and breathe. Now, if you can, you'll circle the front arm in front of your face, or you'll just pull up warrior two, broaden the collarbone and the chest, roll the right thigh open, energetically lengthen the tailbone, Close your eyes and hold 5 breaths here. Give your left arm as much love as your right arm. Roll your right thigh open so your knee tracks over your right ankle. Look forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. It's a soft, energetic movement, nothing jammy in the lower back. Circle the hands to frame the front foot. Move through a vinyasa or simply just pause and dog and get yourself together. From your down dog, land your left foot forward, low lunge. Right hand tent, left arm peels, easy twist. Utilize a block if you need it. Perfect. Grip the left hip underneath you. Squeeze all the muscles around the right quadricep and kneecap. Stack and twist. Look up with your eyes. Your breath, the feeling, and the connection of those things, helping to create the asana. Look down with your eyes, both hands frame your front foot, keep the left foot where it is, turn the back foot on a strong angle, make sure the foot intersects and the stance is wide enough. Rest your left forearm on the top of the left thigh, slide the right arm up or wrap it up and forward. Bend heavy into your front left thigh, hug your left hip in, and turn your bottom ribs. Soften the left shoulder, look up with your eyes. There's a strong angle of your right foot as you press. Great song. Stay with it. So either lead with your top arm or circle the top arm, warrior 2. Settle into a strong hip opener here. Wrap the left thigh open. Breathe your collarbone open. Send some energy to your right fingertips. Close your eyes. Maintain stillness here. Blink your eyes open, flip the left palm, reverse the warrior soft movement, nothing jerky. Take it to the floor through a vinyasa or right to dog and maintain your breath. So you don't need to remember, I'll tell you what to do. Right foot lands, back heel stays lifted, left hand tense, easy twist. Right hand down. Frame out the foot, set up your feet for a warrior 2 open hip position. Right arm rests on the top of the right thigh, left arm stretches up and forward. So it's not fast, it's just you're building some momentum. Circle the top arm in front of the face or use the top arm to pull up warrior 2. Breathe your collarbone open, looks great. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Get heavy in the front thigh. Circle it to the floor, vinyasa. Or to a dog. The up dog should feel good. Hips up and back, downward facing. The left foot lands, the back heel stays lifted, right hand tense, left arm peels. You keep your block close. Both hands come down to frame the front foot, back foot turns on its side, left arm rests on the top of the thigh, modified extended. Right arm can wrap up and forward or go straight up. That's perfect, Tracy. Circle the arm or lead with your top arm, warrior 2. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Take it to the floor, vinyasa. Upward facing pulls you through. Hips up and back, downward facing. We're moving on the breath. Right foot lands, back heel lifts, easy twist. Easy twist. You got it. Hands come down, frame out the front foot, turn the back foot on an angle. So you're going to open hips, modified extended side angle. Circle the top arm, warrior 2, pull yourself up. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Take it to the floor, vinyasa. Upward facing, smooth operation, nice work. Hips up and back, downward facing. Left foot lands, easy twist from the ground up, high on the ball of your back foot. That's why it's good I remember what we're doing. Left hand down, frame out your front foot, turn the back foot on an angle, set up your legs for warrior two, modified extended side. Circle the top arm, warrior two, pull it up. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Take it to the floor, vinyasa, we're having fun. Upward facing dog, pulls you through. Hips up and back, downward facing, we're adding on. Right foot lands, back heel lifts, left hand tense, right arm opens, easy twist. Good, right hand down, back foot turn, set up your legs the same way, modified extended side angle. Nothing new yet, you're still with it. Nothing new yet. Warrior two, come on up. Reverse the warrior, pause. Straighten the front leg about 3/4 of the way. You're setting up for triangle. Don't go pin straight. Reach out with your right hand, Trikonasana. Left arm extends up. Breathe the collarbone open. Grip the right hip underneath you. You hold on somewhere in the front of your right shin or utilize the block to the outside of the calf. Lean back a little with your collarbone, with your chest. You got it. 2 more. Look to the floor, bring it down. Vinyasa, upward facing. Hips up and back, downward facing. Left foot lands, easy twist first. Yeah, easy twist first, back heel lifted. I'll wait for you all. It doesn't have to be so fast. It's just you're moving a little quicker. Left hand down, set up your feet and your legs for that warrior two, modified extended from the ground. Right arm stretches up and over or straight up. Focus on that right hip gripping underneath you as you turn your bottom ribs. Circle the top arm, pull up warrior two. Broaden the collarbone and the chest. Reverse the warrior, stay heavy in your front leg for a moment. Start to straighten the front leg on track, keep a little bend behind it. Inhale the breath, lead with your left hand, Trikonasana. So finding a lot of extension in the triangle pose here. Pull up on the front of the left shin, excuse me, and stack the top arm up. So reach straight up, Amy, you got it. Grip the hips in underneath you. Yes, you want your obliques and your side body working, the hips pulling underneath you. 2 more breaths. Look to the floor, bring it through a vinyasa. Keep it moving, upward facing. Hips up and back, downward facing. Last time on this side, right foot lands, we're adding on 1 more time. Easy twist. Wait for you all to get there, yep. Right hand down, set up your feet for that modified extended side angle. You guys got it now. It feels really good to get into it this way because you gotta grip the hip underneath you, yeah. Circle the top arm, pull up warrior two. Uh-oh, being attacked by a random bug. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Straighten the right leg on track, move through a triangle. It is brief. Reach for the front shin. Look down with your eyes, grip the right hip in. Left hand can move to your hip, coming into a half moon. Do it slow and steady. Keep the right foot forward. Your left hand can stay on your hip here, or you can grow the pose by extending the left arm up. Flex the left toes, a lot of spark and a lot of energy. Open up your collarbone and your chest, add in whatever you need. You may feel like, oh, I feel really good. I want to add a Chopasana. So bend at your knee crease, grab your ankle and kick behind you. And if it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. Soften behind your right knee, continuously gripping your right hip underneath you. Nice, Amy. The unsteadiness of the pose is what makes the pose interesting. Regular half moon if you added in anything fun. Good, look to the floor, left hand comes, square your hips, fold over your right leg, only lift your left leg hip height.
into a version of standing split that feels appropriate for your low back. Come to the fingertips, long spine, land your feet to the top of the mat, sit into your first chair. It just sneaks up on you. Look forward with your eyes, get heavy in the lower half of the body and sit chair pose. Shoot up to stand up, drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Here we go from the top, arms slide up, sit deeply, chair, stick your butt way back. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips, prepare, step or float through your version that works. Vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, downward facing. Left foot lands, easy twist last time on this side, yay. Left arm extends up. Left hand down, set up your feet for that extended side angle early. Here, rest the left arm on the top of the left thigh, right arm extends up. Top arm can wrap forward too. Grip the left hip underneath you, circle the top arm, warrior two, pull it up. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Straighten the left leg. Slide into Trikonasana triangle. Find a lot of extension to the legs and the side body. Grip the hips in strong. Look down, utilize your block a little in front of you. Float up to half moon. Stack the body neatly and nicely. Yeah, find the appropriate distance from the baby toe towards the left fingertips. Yeah. So focus on the left hip gripping under you. You have to quiet the mind and then move to the next thing. If you did the bind, you give it a go. And if you fall, you fall. You try again. Regular half moon wherever you are. Look to the floor, square your hips. Fold over your left leg, only lift your right leg hip height and just kind of meld into yourself. Let your head go. Come to the fingertips, long spine, slide the feet together, sit into chair. Weight goes into your heels. You can always have a little separation between your feet here. Shoot up to stand up, drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Arms reach up, sit deeply, chair. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips to prepare yourself, step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog smooth, press through the tops of the feet and integrate the legs. Hips up and back, downward facing. Land your right foot forward, turn your back foot on a strong angle, warrior one. Grip your right hip in as you do it. Breathe your left ribs forward. You got it. Walk your right foot, Jody, a little over. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. A little wider in positioning. You're going to be a lot happier. Perfect. Breathe your chest forward a little. Look up a little with your eyes. Sometimes that shifts the feeling in your body. If lower back is sensitive, you can lean forward a little. Yeah, hands come down, move through a vinyasa, or at this point, you could just step to a dog and be patient and happy. Left foot lands, back foot turns, set yourself up for a solid warrior one. Yeah, your feet are roughly hips width distance. And that gives the pelvis enough room so you could balance and feel kind of comfortable. Right rib spin forward. So if lower back is sensitive, you can just like lean forward a little bit, and sometimes that takes it out of the low back. Anchor through the outer blade of your back foot, get rooted. Hands come down, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Hips up and back, downward facing. Deep breath in, full breath out. Look to the top of the mat, step or float your feet there. Long spine, weight is forward. Exhale, fold. Sit again into chair, weight moves into your heels. The lower half of the body is moving down, the upper half of the body is going up. It's like a rubber band being pulled. Shoot up to stand up, drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Here we go, arms slide straight up towards the sky. Sit again into chair pose deeply. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips, prepare, step or float through a vinyasa. Upward facing slides you through. Hips up and back, downward facing. Right foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. You got it. Take your time, you come up, you feel control in the posture. And then you move it through a vinyasa when you're ready. Upward facing dog is optional. Hips up and back, downward facing. Left foot lands, back foot turns, you ground, you rise, you come up. Hands come back down to the floor through a vinyasa. We meet in a downward facing dog. We get ourselves together. Deep breath in, full breath out. We'll just do one more. That's good news. Look to the top of the mat, step or float your feet there. Nice and light. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold into yourself. Sit again into chair. Weight moves into your heels. Press up to stand up. Drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. Here we go. Keep it going. Arms slide straight up towards the sky. Sit again into chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Fingertips, long spine. Step or float through your vinyasa. Looking good over there. Upward facing slides you through. Hips up and back, downward facing. Right foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. No, you could always take these as a crescent lunge if the lower back is sensitive. Hands come down, vinyasa. I like this variation. Upward facing dog. Hips up and back, downward facing. Left foot forward. Looks good, Jody, you got it now. It looks great. We'll wait for you, Amy. No worries. She needed water. Hands to the floor, vinyasa. Upward facing dog slides you through. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. So in this down dog, just turn, keep your hands the way they are. Just turn your heels to the right and your toes to the left. Just pause like that. So you're gonna feel a pretty good stretch through your right hip. Lean on your right hand like this for a side plank. For some reason, it doesn't feel good for the shoulders. Something's going on. You drop your forearm. You can take the regular variation. You can modify with the knee down. Stack the two shoulders or take your top arm up and forward. You got it, Amy. So the top foot is like a warrior 2 foot. Yeah. So ground it and have it angled towards me a little. Perfect. Look down, plank position. Yeah, add a push-up if you feel like it. If you're like, nah, I've had enough, take it out. Upward facing if you want. Meet in a down dog. So do it slow together. So the toes go to the right and the heels go to the left. Just do that much first. And then look forward. And I actually have to take my left hand out an inch and then roll into side plank with the right foot in front. It feels good. Top arm can stretch up and forward. Yes. Keep lifting from your bottom hip. That's going to drive the top hip up. And then look up a little if you can. Plank position. Plank position. You got it. Chaturanga. Slow up dog. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. Good. Warrior one, you're going to drop your arms by your side body just like this, like we've been practicing. So we're creating this back bend here. You're going to lean out and pause, halfway out and pause. Grip the hips underneath you. Use the back leg and press off warrior three. You can use blocks at the top of your mat. If your balance is kind of rocky today, it would look like this. Yeah, or just one in the center. Your hips aren't opening at all. You're steering your left toes down and you're breathing your chest a little bit more open. A little bend behind your right knee is definitely helpful. And grip your right hip in strong. Stay with it. Start to bring your torso a little closer towards your front leg. So like a little like balancing act standing split. If you need to use the floor, go ahead and use the floor. Let your head go. See if you can just keep reaching your arms up and back and folding forward over your right leg. Hands come down to frame the front foot. Step the feet together, sit into chair. Slide the hands to prayer. Pray for yourself here. Inhale the breath. Hook the elbow and twist. Yeah. Watch that the two knees and the hips stay lined up. Even if the feet are separated, that is the goal. Open up your arms if you want more. So your spine is long, just reminding you the crown of the head is moving over the front of your toes, and your butt, there's no better way to tell you what to do, is moving towards the back edge of the mat. Stay with it, a little burn in the thighs. You know you're right in the sweet spot. Chair pose, pull yourself around. Keep moving the arms up. Focus on the left standing leg. You're gonna press to stand, right knee draws in, so it's gonna not be as graceful as I thought. Hug the right knee towards the navel and stand up. Good, pause here. Reach for the big toe. If you have socks on like me, what you have to do is just grab the front of the toe. Ooh, yeah. Kick the leg forward. Extend the left arm up. So this whole thing could be done with a bent knee, totally fine. Bent knee is fine. You just want to feel like you're not pulling the leg towards you. You're creating that nice 90-degree angle. Standing left leg is the straight leg, the leg that's moving forward because it have as much bend as you need. Switch the grip. So what I mean by that is dancing Shiva can be done with the leg bent, hand on the outside of the thigh and the arm wrapping back. If you're extending the leg forward, you grab the outside of the foot, stand up really tall, breathe the chest open, look back. Stay with it. Nice work, Katie. Pull around to center, arms up, leg up. Drop your arms by your side body, slide the right leg back into warrior one. Drop your arms, first bring your arms up. It's good to just get in the habit of like, you come to the pose, warrior one with the arms up. Then you drop your arms down, you breathe your chest and your collarbone open. You hinge forward, pause, and then kind of launch off warrior three. And if you need to reach for the blocks, you go for that to help with the balance. Spiral your right thigh down. I mean, it's an excessive amount of birds. It sounds like we're in that Hitchcock film, The Birds. Lift from your chest and your collarbone, lift from your inner right thigh. You're welcome to use blocks if you need. Start to look down. You're gonna start to bring your torso a little closer to your front of your left leg. So like a floating standing split. If it doesn't work for you, you just reach your hands to the floor. Keep reaching your arms back and your torso down. Your right leg stays in the air. Grip the left hip underneath you. Fingertips come down to the floor. Land the feet together at the top of the mat and sit into your happy place chair pose. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale the breath, hook the elbow, twist the opposite direction, which is to the left. Yeah. Steer the hips back, keep the weight into your heels. Breathe your collarbone and your chest open. You should be able to fan your toes up off the ground. They're like, I don't even know where they are. They just hear them. The ghost of the birds. Stay with your breath. Get out of your head. Move the energy into your legs, chair pose. Keep the arms moving up. Focus on the standing right leg as you press to stand, left knee hugs towards the navel. Everyone grab below the kneecap and just stand up, drawing the left leg towards you to start. Reach for the big toe if you're moving on. It can look just like this, right hand to hip. Extend the left leg forward if you're moving on, or keep the knee bent in half. Right arm can extend up. Alignment is everything in this pose, so don't get caught up. I need to go deep or far. No one cares. The growth happens from the right side of the body. safely switch the grip. So knee can stay bent and you just switch the hand to the outside of the thigh or the outside of the foot as you breathe the leg forward. Wrap the left arm back like warrior two. Look sideways or look back, depending on you. If you fall, you just come back. Some days our balance rocks, other days it's the party. It's like a domino effect. Pull around to center, left leg lifted, arms reach up. See if you can straighten the leg. Draw the lower belly in. Drop the arms back. This time glide your left leg back, crescent lunge. Are we having fun? Arms sweep straight up towards the sky. Drag the hands to prayer. Inhale the breath, lean forward, pause, hook the elbow, and then twist. Always know you can drop your back knee down. Yeah, lean back a little in this pose. Get the crown of the head to line up with your back heel. Play with the space, Amy. Walk the right. Yeah, there you go. I think that's going to help. Activate the back left leg more. And use the elbow to hook the outer part of that right thigh. Stay with it right here. Couple more breaths. It's good to get to a posture like this and just get a tiny bit uncomfortable in the pose. Like you want to run from it. So look down, we'll do this together. Take the hands down to the ground first or to blocks, you choose, okay? The block's gonna come underneath the left hand. We're moving into revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Now the right hand's gonna come to the flat part of the back. Bend your elbow in half, just do this much. So you're kind of reaching out with your left hand. Go even higher, Katie, with the block and bring it a little further forward. Bounce off and lift your left leg up like warrior three. Now move your hand from your hip to the flat part of your back. Point the elbow towards the sky, look right, and then look up. Keep breathing your left leg up so it's hip height. Then, if you want to take your right arm up, go for it. If not, just stay where you are. Good. Look down, right hand comes to the floor. Giant step back, low lunge. Frame out your front foot, okay? Pivot the right toes. You're going to go straight down the center. So you're going to open your hips towards the pool. Inhale for the breath, come to the fingertips. Weight is forward. Exhale the breath, you're going to fold down the center. I like having the palms like kind of in between the arches of the feet. Yeah, and kind of making chaturanga-like arms. Because eventually you can go up into a tripod headstand here. Yeah, if you need to kind of elevate your hands on blocks because your lower back is sensitive or something's going on in your hamstrings, breathe. If your head touches the ground, that's an indication that your stance needs to be a little tighter. Breathe your hips up, move your weight forward, and let your head drop down. This is considered an inversion. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Just create some space. Walk your hands towards your front right ankle. Pivot your right foot around into a low lunge. Step to a dog. From your down dog, land your left foot forward, crescent lunge. Nothing fancy here, just come on up. Know if you need to back out. Hands to prayer. Inhale the breath, lean out, pause. Get that space. Then hook and twist. Yeah, always check in with the distance between your front foot and your back foot. And that's going to give you kind of like some insight. Let your left elbow, Jody, point towards the sky. There you go. More. There you go. Hook in and twist. Lean back a little bit. See if you can get the crown of the head to line up with your back heel. Keep the waist really long and keep the breath just flowing. Smooth inhales, smooth exhales. Look down, place both hands to the floor. Set up for the revolved Ardha. You could do it slowly. Reach for the block out in front of you. Bring your left hand to the flat part of your back with the elbow pointing towards the sky. You got it. Hop the right leg up into like a warrior 3. Have the hand on the sacrum, which is the flat part of the spine with the elbow pointing up. And then look to the left and spin open. Scissor your inner right thigh. Yeah. Flex the right toe strong. It's a solid posture. Yeah, stack the 2 arms if you're moving on or just stay. Couple more. You all look really good. Eyes go to the floor, both hands come to the ground. Giant step back into a low lunge. Hands frame out the front foot, straighten the left leg. One more time, you're going down the center, a little different this time. Come to the fingertips, walk your feet in a little closer, grab the front of your shins, pull up, elbows open, and then you fold. Once again, if you have an inversion practice, this is where you would most likely go up into a tripod. So if you feel like you could go up and not take anyone or anything out, go for it. Elbows wrap in. You got it. Nice, Katie. Keep breathing your hips. Tracy, bend your knees more. Yeah. If you went up in tripod, try and split your legs apart. Come down really slow. Tap the toes. Long spine on the inhale, hands underneath your shoulders. Look forward with your eyes. Walk your hands towards your left ankle. Pivot the left toes around into a low lunge. Step to a dog. Roll forward to plank. Bend your elbows in half chaturanga. Pull yourself through an up dog or baby cobra. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Step or float your feet there. Long spine on the inhale breath. Exhale, fold. Hands to your hips as you come up. And pause. Separate your feet, hips with distance again. Open up your chest. We started here. Yeah. You feel a little different. You feel like, okay, I feel a little bit more awake, hopefully. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna bend your right leg in, reach back. This could be the shape. This is what I was trying to teach you early. Just so you know, you never put yourself in a position that you can't like do. So this could be it as far as your back bend. If you can get hold of your ankle with one or both hands, wonderful. Soften behind the left knee and keep your right thigh straight up and down. Now, all I want you to do is flex your right foot strong. Feel your hip points lengthen down and your collarbone broaden and your chest open. Be here. Now, if you can do this and you're like, okay, I feel like I can manage just a drop more, that's great. If you can't, you just stay here. You start to continue to fire up the right thigh, soften behind the left leg. You're just gonna pull your torso forward a little into like a little baby warrior 3, but you're keeping a lot of good juicy energy flowing. Grip the left hip in, fire up the right thigh. And once again, if none of this is working, just create the shape. Active arms, active legs, open heart. Pull the torso up, good. Release the arms, reach them back strong, keep flexing the foot. Drive the right leg forward, sweep the arms up, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, sit into a little chair with your right ankle over that left thigh. Reach forward with your arms, come down into an ankle to knee. Maybe this time you notice that your blocks can go lower. Yeah, you can also have the back of your triceps pressing against the front of the shin with the hands in prayer. You're also welcome to flying pigeon. Nice work. Steer the hips back, weights in the standing left heel. Lead with your chest.
Mind starts to play tricks on you when you get held in these poses. So just breathe and be patient. Your hands are on the floor, move slowly, hands to your hips at the same time, press to stand, lower the right foot down, feet hips to distance, and just stand. Open up the chest, here we go. Breathe the collarbone open, stand on the right leg, bend your left leg in half. This could be it, and this is fine, because this is a back bend, you're just creating that back bend. If you can reach for your ankle, maybe with one or both hands, give it a go. Stay upright first. So the action is the chest opening and the foot flexing. That's the back bend. You don't need to do any more than that. You can just stay really active. You could do one hand at a time. Just pause here. Soften behind the right knee. Keep breathing that flex foot towards the sky. Now, if you want to add a little more, it's a slow little movement, like a little tipping forward into a little baby warrior 3. You can do it with the hands bound or not. That's it. Nice work. Less is more. Start to pull the torso up, but don't let go of the bind, of the back bend or the shape. Drop your arms and actively engage them. Flex the foot more. Sweep the arms up and draw the left knee towards the navel with a strong flex foot. Cross the ankle over the right thigh. Start to sit back into this final little chair. Sweep the arms all the way forward and come forward a little deeper. Elbows can press to the front of the shin and the hands can come to prayer. Hands can come down to the floor or to blocks. The weight stays in the standing right heel. Steer the hips back. Your breath, your energy, your focus. A little longer. Keep bending into that standing right leg. Yeah, you should be feeling something good. At the same time, start to come up, hands to your hips. Lower the left foot down, stand tall. Sweep the arms out and up, look up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips to prepare, step or float through your vinyasa. Upward facing dog pulls you through. Hips up and back, downward facing. Right knee lands half pigeon. You notice we haven't touched the mat yet. Down, we're down. We have not been down in 55 minutes. Fold. A little different. Let your body and your mind come to the posture. Don't analyze it, just breathe through it. Downward facing dog, stay in your trance. Slide your left knee forward, half pigeon. Make it a seamless effort. If something doesn't feel good, let me know. You got it. Yeah, I like that, Amy, because when you curl the toes in, it kind of just anchors the hip into place. And then you could feel free to relax the foot if it's comfortable. Yeah. Good work.
Use the strength of your body, start to come up. Lean onto the left side, swing the right leg forward, bend the legs in half, okay? So the legs are gonna go in half. The hands are gonna go behind your head. Obviously, if this doesn't work for you, you keep your hands down. That's like the second go-to, but it's worth trying. So squeeze the elbows in just a little bit and fire up your abdominal wall. Lift the legs up, flex the feet. So you're in this little boat, Navasana, with your hands behind your head. Always know you can have your hands down. So you want to lift from your deep core muscles, wrap the elbows in a little. I like to keep the legs bent. Yeah. Now, keeping your hands behind your head, see if you can lower to a version of Ardha Navasana. The legs can be up to a 90-degree angle, of course. So as you hover and you hold, flex the toes. Good. Wrap the elbows in, bend the knees. Navasana. Oh my God, I can't even get up. Yep. Hands behind your head if you can. Let's try it again. Let's make it a little prettier. Ardha Navasana. Elbows open, toes flex. Navasana. Wrap in. Woohoo. Ardha Navasana. Here we go. Arms up. Reach towards the sky. Flex your toes for 5, for 4, for 3. Everything's hovering. Scoop out the belly for 2 and 1. Release. So as you come down, bend your knees in half. Reach for your block if it's at the front. Sorry. Just grab it. Yeah. Lift your hips up and slide your block underneath your low back. Yeah. Kind of where the sacrum is. Go any height with the block that works for you. Anchor your feet forward. Clasp the hands around the block and create a back bend here. Good. If you feel okay here, lift one leg at a time and both legs will end up in the sky. If you're not okay, then keep the feet down. Yeah. Close your eyes and just breathe here. So unclasp your hands, bend both your legs in half, 1 foot at a time, lower the foot to the floor. Yeah. Once the feet come down, lift the hips up an inch and slide the block out. When you lower down, take your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees knock in. Bring your hands to your belly. Just this kind of like neutralizes everything. Turn the palms open and slide the right leg out, then the left leg out into Shavasana, complete rest. Yeah, complete rest. Make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes and just let yourself go.
Big breath in. Complete empty breath out. Arms up over the top of the head, full stretch. Try and keep your eyes closed. It's kind of part of the practice. Hug the knees in towards the chest, give them a big squeeze. And as you rock up slowly, just move all obstacles up out of the way, like your blocks. And then with your eyes closed, do this slowly. Use your hands to press into the mat and come up slowly to stand with your eyes closed if you can. Do it slow, hands to your hips, come up really, really slow. Stand up tall, draw the shoulders back and open up your arms. Stand at the top of your mat and just feel your body. Hands to prayer. Have gratitude always, bow your head. Namaste. Awesome job, guys. That was a lot of fun. We have a case of Hitchcock birds here. We're gonna do it again, hopefully Friday. If not, I'll run Zoom.